Welcome back to another video. As you can see here, well, I'm not playing Minecraft. As you saw in the title, this is going to be a dirt bike maintenance video. We're going to be changing the oil filter, and we're also going to be power washing it. Yeah, we're going to be changing the oil. We got all the stuff out. We got the tools. We got the... I, for some reason, can't remember what that was called for some reason. We got the paper towels to wipe the oil off our hands because I'm recording, and well, it'd come in handy to not have oil on my hands. And then we got the oil, which we are using the SAE 15 W40 Rotella, so that's what we're using. And then this is called a ratio, right? And this is how we're gonna measure how much oil we need to be able to put in my dirt bike. And then in this box here, we have the, if I can do this with one hand, we have the oil filters. So this video is a little bit different because I'm not riding my dirt bike and I'm not playing Minecraft, but I thought it'd be cool to record it. I've changed my oil one other time, and that was with a person that knows what he's doing when it comes to dirt bikes. So this is my first oil change by myself. So we'll see how it goes, but let's just hop right into it. So we're gonna get right into draining the oil. We got the oil pan, which, yes, I remember what it's called, so that's nice. We're using this to prop up my GoPro, and the first thing that we have to unloosen to drain the oil is this one right here. So I believe that that is going to be this one and a 12mm, which I set out earlier. So if I can do this with one hand here, bear with me. Okay, there we go. So we are hopefully gonna plan this out to where I'm gonna unscrew that, and then it's all gonna fall in there without making a mess, because I don't want to get this on concrete. So we're gonna prop you up right here, and then for the moment of truth, we gotta hope I can do this left-handed, because that would suck if I couldn't. I think I'm doing it the wrong way. Hold up. Maybe. Okay, so now she's loose. Now I'm gonna do my fingers so I can do it faster, because this is going to make a mess. And we do not want to drop this in that oil pan. I mean, even if we did, it'd be fine, but we're gonna have a hard time finding it inside there, so. Okay, well, that's out. As you can see, it's a big bolt, and well, there's all the oil. The washer almost fell in there, but that's fine. So now we're gonna get my handy dandy paper towels and show you guys. I mean, she's draining. I hate how they put it right underneath this metal spot here. My camera isn't picking it up the best, but it literally drips all down this metal frame right here, and that's kind of annoying, but I mean, that is pretty satisfying right there. And I got to do this on both sides, so, but we're gonna let that drain, and I'll see you when it's done. We're gonna go right into draining the other one, which is going to be this one right here. All we gotta do is loosen it. That one you definitely got to be very careful not to drop it, because it's gonna be already tilted down. So you're gonna want to make sure you have a good grip on it, even though there's gonna be oil all over it. So definitely be careful if you are doing that. You don't want to drop it in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna set y'all up. We're gonna get this thing unscrewed and hopefully not make a mess. Yeah, and this is when your hand gets really dirty. So this is the not so fun part. And it's hard to keep a good grip on it to be able to unscrew it with your fingers, because they get all oily and everything, but it's still possible, obviously. And they do come with washers on these, so you need to make sure you don't drop it like I did the first one. I thought it was on the bolt, but it actually was just stuck to the bottom of the motor. So you definitely got to be careful with that as well, because dropping a washer in oil is like not gonna be fun to try to find. If I can get this thing, oh, there we go. So now that my other hand's clean, I can actually grab my GoPro here. It's crazy. I mean, that oil looks pretty dirty, and I have to change my oil every 5 hours. So you know, you do got to change it pretty often depending on how much you actually drive your dirt bike. But I definitely want to make sure I keep care of this one, because I spent $3 grand on this bike, so I definitely want to make sure I keep good maintenance on it. But we're gonna wipe this bolt off just to get some of the nasty off. I mean, as you can tell, it's leaving a black mark. So kind of wipe that off and put it next to the other one, and I can wipe my nasty hands off, because too much oil on their hands. But yeah, we're gonna let that drain, which is gonna take a minute. We're gonna tilt my bike back and forth so it gets it all out of there, and I'll see y'all when I'm done. So now we got both the oils drained, so there's no more oil in here, and you can even loosen these lids while you drain the oil because it gives it a faster flow. But we tilted my bike back and forth. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. Tilted it back and forth quite a bit to make sure every little driplet was out of there. So now we actually have to take the oil filter out, which you also have to change every 5 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and prop you up, if that's a good enough spot right there, maybe. And we're gonna go ahead and loosen this, which these ones are pretty tight here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen both. That way I can take it off without having to go back and loosening the other. So then, yeah, we should be able to get them with our fingers here. And the oil filter is what filters, so if there's anything in the oil, it'll filter all of that out before it gets into the engine, I believe, or the transmission. So it's some pretty long bolts, which we're going to set over there. And remember where all your bolts go when you tear them apart. If you got to set them up in a specific way so you remember, or whatever it may be, definitely do that. So we got that. And make sure you don't drop this spring, so we can set that spring off to the side. And there's the oil filter. It looks pretty dirty, so we'll just set that in there. And we're actually going to take a paper towel and wipe all this stuff off, because you might as well, while you have it out of there, to get any dirt or crud or anything like that off of there. So we can go ahead and wipe that spring off. And then we'll obviously tilt my bike back and forth again to make sure you get every little droplet of oil and stuff out of there. But I mean, it's pretty simple. To be honest, the hardest part is just remembering how much oil to put in both sides. But even at that, once you do it once or twice, you'll remember like it's your name. So yeah, go ahead and get them wiped off, and then we can tilt the bike to the side here. Dude, and it is actually really windy out here, and that kind of sucks because it's like blowing my paper towels everywhere. I don't know why I chose to do this on a windy degree day, but we did for some reason. So I'm gonna wipe that off the lip there. I mean, you can see that's pretty dang dirty. So we got that clean, and we're gonna go ahead and get the new filter set up, and I'll see you there. So we got the filter here. You can see the difference between the two. I mean, that one is just black, obviously, from the oil. But I mean, this new filter is gonna do way better than that one. So then you also gotta remember how you put it on there. This black part will go over that right there, see? So it sits there. And then your spring will go inside this little hole here because it kind of compresses it in there. So then, if I believe, it goes this way. And you'll kind of tilt the spring. And the hardest part is trying to get it back in there, really. Okay, so I actually got in there this time. It took a little bit of effort, but that's okay. So we're gonna take our smaller one, because that's the one that was in this spot, and you can screw it in with your finger for the first half, obviously. And I mean, you're gonna have to keep some pressure on it right here in the middle because that spring is trying to push it out. So then you can get this one in, get it screwed in a little bit. I hope that angle on my GoPro is good enough to catch this. I don't know if it is for sure, but I sure hope so. And you can take your tool and tighten it. I suppose we could do it a little bit tighter. That way I can actually use this. And guys, I will say my commentary is going to be a little funky. To be honest, this is a little weird trying to talk while changing oil on a bike. I mean, I'm most definitely not used to this. I mean, you guys are probably thinking this is going to be a Minecraft video. I mean, besides the fact that the thumbnail and everything shows that it's not. But like xarp making a how to change your oil on a dirt bike video, like what even is that? But y'all did say that you wanted to see some dirt bike stuff, so I thought, why not just show the maintenance of what you got to do every 5 hours to have an actually good dirt bike. I mean, you can buy a dirt bike that is, you know, not so high-end or expensive, and it obviously you won't have to do as much maintenance. But for a bike this expensive and everything like that, like you're gonna want to do high maintenance. That way it lasts longer and, you know, just overall runs better and, you know, doesn't break. So yeah, we got the oil filter changed, we got it all drained. So then what we're gonna have to do here is screw back in the bolts that we used to drain the oil, and then well, just measure the oil and have to pour some back in here. So I'll see you when we get those screwed back in. Okay, so we officially got this one screwed back in, and we got the one on the bottom screwed back in. Oil filters changed, it's all screwed back in and everything like that. So now we can unscrew your oil lids here. We can just set that one there. We can walk around to the other side of the bike, and we can unscrew this one, and then all we got to do is measure out the oil. And you got to know, one side is for the engine oil and one side is for the transmission. So this right side is for the transmission, which is going to take 590 cc of oil, and then the oil side is going to take 580 cc. So that's when the this thing, it's called a ratio, right, is going to come in handy. If my camera can pick it up, this says 500 and then cc right here. So since it takes 580 and 590 cc for both sides, we're going to take it up to the 500 and then pour that into whichever side we're doing. And then we're going to have to come right back here to the bottom and, you know, do 60, 70, 80 and fill it back up to this mark. So we're going to get that set up and ready, and I will see you guys when we're ready. Okay, so we're here. We're going to unscrew the oil here, and we're doing the transmission side first. So hopefully I can just one hand without making a mess, but we need to fill this up to the 500 mark. So get this poured, and it's got to be very precise. We do not want to have a little too much or not enough. So that is 500 there. I mean dang near on the dot. So then we can go ahead and take this and very carefully bring it up here. Guys, this is so hard to do with one hand. But we're going to take it here and pour it in there, which all is going well so far, and hopefully it stays that way. I'm trying to like look at my camera and get a good angle, which I don't know how good the angle is because it's dark, while also trying to pour it and not make a mess, because I think we have enough to do both sides. I sure hope we do, because if we don't, that would not be good at all. Okay, well, we have a cat coming over here to say hi. That's Tiger. Tiger, do not mess this up, okay? Yeah, guys, seriously, I may sound a little awkward and not really know what to talk about, because I'm used to playing Minecraft and talking, and changing bike oil on my dirt bike for the first time and trying to talk is a very different environment for me. I almost like don't know what to talk about. But if you guys have made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you're supporting a Minecraft YouTuber. Well, I guess Minecraft and dirt bike, because I did say and ask if you guys would want dirt bike stuff, and you said yes. So 50, 60, 70, 80. So now we got to fill it up to the 80 mark without making a mess. So 60, 70, 80. Okay, wow, the wind is just blowing so hard right now. Okay, so we got a little extra there because I'm trying to do this one-handed. So we actually got 590. So we're gonna pour it and make sure we leave a little bit out so that we don't put too much in there. So let's go ahead and double check. We're down to the 50. So I'm gonna pour and leave. Now we can pour a little bit more. About like that much. So we got that in there. She's pretty full. I wonder if we can just go ahead and take a little bit more. There we go. So we got that, she's done, and we're gonna move on to the next side. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the dirt bike. As we can see here, we're gonna have to pour it in here, and this side takes 590. So we're gonna go ahead and pour, and dude, I hope we have enough. I believe we do, but if we don't, that's really gonna suck. And that is 500 on the dot. So we gotta go ahead and get this poured in here. I'm like sitting cross-legged right now, trying to do this because I can't crouch down. I lose my balance trying to pour with one hand. Hopefully, actually, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a funnel for this side because of this piece of metal right here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get a funnel. So let me go ahead and go find a funnel. I didn't even think about that being there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go find a funnel, and hopefully we can finish this. Okay, so we found the funnel. It's got to be a smaller one, obviously, so that it can fit in there. And this is where it gets tedious. Well, because I can't hold the funnel up and pour oil with one hand. So we're gonna go ahead and have to get my dirt bike stand here, and hopefully it sits you guys high enough so that you can see. Sit you down right there. Well, kinda, I don't know. That's a semi-decent angle. I don't know if I like that one too much though. Guys, I have an idea. We're gonna go get my mom. Yep, that's right, we're gonna get my mom. We're gonna, oh my, dude, I almost just fell off that ledge, bro. What is that? I'm gonna get my mom. She's gonna hold this GoPro, and hopefully she's a good recording man like me, because I'm the best at recording. I got my mess going on here. We got the tools, and you know we'll clean that up after. But yeah, let's go get my mom, and hopefully she'll help us. Okay, so we got my mom in here. She's holding the GoPro, so I have both my hands that I can use to pour this cup of oil. So W mom, we can give mom a W in the comments. Hopefully I don't face reveal here or anything. Perfect. And then we're gonna have to put another, if I can turn this around, another 90 cc in here, and then we'll be done. So I'll see you when we get that done. Okay, we got the more oil here. We got another 90 cc. So then when we get this poured in, I believe we're done. And then I'm gonna power wash my bike so that it looks nice and beautiful. But we're gonna try to get every little drop here as well, because you want to get the most precise amount of oil in it as you can. That way, 5 hours on the dot, when you have to change it, it's exactly gonna be run out, like needed changed is exactly when you want it to. Okay, well, I got my mom in the frame, so we're gonna go ahead and just edit that back, and I have to kind of redo the outro here. But we got the oil finished, it's completely done, and then all we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the tire, because it's a little bit low, and then we're gonna power wash it so that it's all clean and done and ready to drive. So yeah, we're gonna get right into that, and I'll see you when I'm power washing. Okay, so we're here going to power wash my dirt bike. You guys just now watched me change my oil if you're still here in the video. But I actually am not changing, or sorry, I'm not power washing my dirt bike the same day that I did my oil. This is actually the day after, and that's because I had other stuff to do and then I had work today. So I just now got back from work, and I'm setting the bike up and stuff like that. I actually realized I have a flat tire. My back tire actually is low on air, so that's kind of sucky. So I won't be able to drive my bike. I gotta go spend like $60-70 to go get a new tube. But yeah, we're gonna hop straight into power washing. If you made it this far, consider liking and subscribing. That means you actually show support. And I mean, if you're here still watching this dirt bike video when I post Minecraft content, that's actually crazy. But comment dirt bike if you made it this far, and we're gonna get straight into power washing. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're officially done power washing. I mean, this thing looks crispy. It looks so good, and I mean, way better than it having dirt and, you know, all that stuff on it. So, I mean, this thing is clean, as you can see. Got all of it. I mean, some of it won't come out, but I mean, a clean dirt bike is like the best thing ever. So, I mean, hopefully it can sit out here in the sun and dry. It's not the hottest today, to be honest. I think it's only like 65, 70, which I guess is kind of hot. But yeah, this is it. This is Dirtbike Maintenance. We had to change the oil filter, and then I'm gonna have to put a new chain on, and well, I'm gonna have to replace the tire tube as well, and then power wash it. So that's kind of the minimum of what you gotta do to keep up with a dirt bike. I wish I could drive it and get some content to show now that it's clean and everything, but sadly with this tire being all funky, I'm not going to be able to. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, consider liking and subscribing. I know this is different from my normal content, but I thought I should just make a video on it and see what you guys think. So if you enjoyed, you know, consider subscribing. It's free, and it helps me out a ton. So, but yep, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.